No, as I say, it's not a matter of what the lobby speaks about. As I see that this looks to be a conspiracy because taking the case of MP, what we are discussing right now, we have seen some individual talking just before, saying that for last 15 years we have not seen anybody forcing or anybody asking for people to wear hijab there in the school.
That was a parent of a Muslim
How is that
child.
it has come today?
One of the Muslim
I don't say
children who was studying in the school, that parent said that none of this has happened, nothing has been forced upon them. But did you also hear one of the victims who has now come out of the school, stepped out from the school, given these very reasons? Would you not want to comment on that, Mr. Ayaz?
Well, what I see is that this looks to be some conspiracy because, of course, wearing the hijab is obligatory for Muslims, but there is no force. And even to the Muslim girls, Muslim women to wear the hijab. How come it could be for non-Muslims to wear the hijab? I don't see any reality in it. To me, it looks to be some conspiracy, something to create some situation, the way we call Hindu-Muslim issue.
Are you saying some of these victims, some of these school children,
more than this.
Are you saying some of these school children today have been forced to come out with this narrative and build on this narrative to create unrest in the society? Is that what you're implying, Mr. Ayaz? Before I quickly take it across to Ms. Geeta.
Something.
Okay, if it's not a conspiracy, will you condemn it, sir?
Something is definitely wrong.
Is this secular, sir? Will you condemn it?
Of course. Of course, because then it is condemnable because there is no force in Islam. Even when you marry two, even in the Islam itself. So you have to ask thrice to the girl whether it is acceptable to you or not. So there is no force. You can understand there is no force.
So if there's been coercion in this case, Professor Geeta Bhatt, it's most condemnable is what Mr. Ayaz is saying. But what do you make of this entire episode? And the deafening silence, most importantly, because we just played out a Congress reaction. You know, there are those who are today seeing this as a diversionary tactic. It's that bizarre.
Well, it's definitely, this has come out as a very shocking incident, and there's an echo if you can please get it corrected. And it appears to be part of some very, larger conspiracy, because now when, the victims have come out and they are revealing what used to happen inside the school, and also the National Commission for Protection of Child Rights chairperson has also informed that even this is a school, it is a learning institution. And in this, temple of education, inside the map of India, which has been placed inside this institution, that is an absolutely distorted map that has been placed. I mean, there are various, ayats or the verses of Quran which are present inside the school, which are written on the walls. And as one of the victims was telling on your channel, that how they were beaten up if they were not dressed up in covering their face, and when they were being forced to actually do prayers on Friday. And I mean, this looks to be part of a much larger conspiracy.
Okay. They were forced to follow certain Islamic traditions. We're hearing from the horse's mouth. Mr. Hasanullah, what explains this? There are students who are threatened, when they express their desire to wear a tilak, to sport a kalawa, they are threatened that if you come back with this tika tomorrow, we're going to have it. You're going to have it our way. There are kids who are threatened, and then there are children who are forced to wear a hijab. There are angles of terror funding that are being suspected, of conversion as well.